points after 4 weeks here in the league, and while they are not in playoff contention, they are certainly looking for bragging rights here.
It's going to be a fun night, I would think.
Most certainly. And looking here in the throne room, we're starting off with the torch and herb and the magic key. And our runners are going to be looking to defeat the Dragon Lord, and things are going to look a little interesting as it's vanilla-ish. So as you see, the map is vanilla, but the locations are not. Our runners are starting off where the town of Cole would normally be. So kind of separate from everything else in the world here. Ryguy getting level 2 off the bat here.
Cole is a decent start. You're still on the first continent. You're not too far away from 3 or 4 different locations, so pretty good to start.
Not too shabby, all things considered. Now, the next nearest locations, you have the Vanilla Staff of Rain Cave to the west, and you have the Northern Swamp Cave to the south. The Swamp Cave, of course, has the swamp tiles. Every step you take through them, you take 2 hit points of damage. And by the time you get down there, you are outside of the base zone that has some of the easier enemies.
Yep, you almost want to grind up a couple of levels before you try to go anywhere.
And that looks to be exactly what our runners are doing here. They know that their limitations are pretty well settled, though. The Hangry Canuck finding a Druid Lord just outside of the base zones here, and getting slept and wrecked is NYC Guy. And the Hangry Canuck going to give us a look at a cave. Is going to use the torch, and it's the Mountain Cave.
Ooh, nice one to find to start. If you can get through and get the 5 chests, you never know, you could end up with armor or sword really quickly.
Well, there certainly are a number of possibilities, but looks like it's short-lived for now, but at least we have that knowledge.
We have vanilla spell learning in this seed, so level 3 gives heal, level 4 hurts. You're going to want to at least get those 2 before you wander too far.
Although, as we say that here, it looks like Ryguy wandering far, easy for me to say, and wanders into a wolf that sends him back. Now, of course, there is the very fast leveling coming into play, so the runners will at least be able to get their levels a little more quickly than usual. It's half of what you'd see in the vanilla game. So at the moment, with our runners Ryguy's at level 5, he's looking to get to 110 total experience for level 6. NYC Guy trying to get to 23 and does so to get to level 4, and 55, the target number to get to level 5. That's what Hangry Canuck and Apex Corvid are seeking at the moment.
Apex has just found an armored knight, barely south of the castle at all.
Ooh, yeah, that is a tough stretch there, heading over to that mountain cave. We've seen a blue dragon, we've seen... Oh goodness, what else did we see there? We saw, I think, a Druid Lord.
I believe a green dragon as well.
Definitely going for the exploration here. Yeah, we saw the Armored Knight as well. Trying to get away and barely does. Out of resources here. Will he be able to get over to the area with Tantagel? Ooh, Metal Scorpion with the DL2 breath. Over on Ryguy's side, that sends him back. There comes
heal more.
5 for Apex, and we have a cave in a town. Angry gonna head to that town, and of course it's Hawksness. That's the Neil Breckenary location.
Ah, but we got a free cave, 1 item in it. Just a torch, but, you know. So it seems our towns are going to be a far distance away. I guess the next closest would probably be Garanham. Or maybe Vanilla Tablet location might have a town.
Yeah, I don't know if Swamp North was found, and if so, where it would be. Or rather, I should say the Swamp North location. I don't know if either of our runners, or any of our runners for that matter, have seen it. Ryguy's going to give the Mountain Cave a go here, as NYC Guy is grabbing a torch out of the Vanilla Stones Cave.
Silver Harp in the first chest of Mountain. And we've got Swamp South and Vanilla Swamp North.
Swamp South and Vanilla Swamp North. Interesting. Alright, guy finds a magic key here in the Mountain Cave, so that's a good find. I didn't see what was up top, and the blue dragon might impede the rest of the progress, and does. Does Ryguy gamble and hang on to that gold here?
Top chest was Silver Harp, actually. Ooh, Star Wyvern's is in the same zone as the Armored Knights. Ouch.
Oh, what a gamble. The big stick. Erdrick's sword, the best weapon in the game, found in the treasury.
That opens an awful lot up. You'll be able to take on some of those harder enemies like the Metal Scorpion with the Fire Breath. You should be able to take it out fairly quick now. Oh wow, I'm just noticing at level 6 with the sword, 86 attack power. Holy crap.
Yeah, it builds up fairly quickly. So those Metal Scorpions that you mentioned, there's probably about a 90 to 95% likelihood of one-shotting it. You have to be pretty unlucky, and unlucky to get away from the Axe Knight is Ryguy. He goes back, a Metal Scorpion sending Apex Corvid back. And NYC Guy with the extra gold, going to check out the back of Tanagal here as well.
We know it can't be Swamp North. Other than that, we're not sure. Looks like the grave? Yep.
Yeah, Garen's grave is in the back of Tanagal.
Alright, we've got 3 chests here. We've got gold, wings, I think. We're not really sure. Fairy water and torch.
Yeah, that treasure chest glitch coming into play here.
So I don't think we'll see a dive right now, or at least I wouldn't anyway. No.
Ooh, a nice level there that must be level 5 given that 21 attack boost. But not enough to take out the blue dragon.
Got our 2 top players with keys, and the sword, and the harp. Our 2 bottom players are still just grinding.
Well, and that's the delicate balance that you run into, is how much grinding do you do versus the exploration. I mean, it's that way with randomizers, but especially here where a lot of our runners know that it's essentially a race to 8,000 experience, as that is what they need to get to level 17 in that all-important Heal More spell that could theoretically complete the seed for them if all the other stats pass muster. One thing of note here, the magic points are looking rather lackluster, only 12 MP at level 7.
We'll likely see a boost of 30 or 40, and then the later levels, probably around 10. But for now, that does leave you with only, what, 4 heal spells? Which is not a good thing.
No, there's definitely not much to behold.
Ooh, a Magic Drake with DL2 as well. Seems our mid-level enemies are very, very naughty today.
Well, we do have a town over in the Garenham location, and it is coal. So there is a free search spot here. It could have one of our 3 items needed to access the Dragon Lord, and it does. It has Erdrick's token.
One of the key items you need to get the Rainbow Drop. One less thing to look for. Would have preferred the armor, but hey. Apex using sleep strats on the Metal Scorpion. Getting through a couple of them.
I do apologize, I had to step away for a moment, but I do see that we have Ryguy in the grave. And NYC Guy is going to make the trek here through the Swamp Cave and comes out at the Vanilla Rainbow Drop location.
So 2 other towns on this continent. You've got one in Swamp South location and, well, something in Rimmler location. Staff Cave and Vanilla Tablet.
Alright, so the Staff Cave is at the Vanilla Tablet Cave location. And it looks like Ryguy is going to attempt to make the dive deep into the grave.
Gonna have a hard time with those blue dragons guarding the way.
And the blue dragon says no. But Ryguy's gonna pop right back on in.
I bet he thinks everyone else is avoiding the bottom and wants to see if there's something down there.
It's definitely a high-risk, high-reward situation, especially if you can get past these Star Wyverns and Blue Dragons on the first floor. Which that alone is easier said than done. But if, say, Erdrick's armor is deep down there and he's the only one who makes that full dive, that's going to put him in a huge advantage.
Very much so.
And Ragai utilizing the spell Sleep to get away. A DL2 breath being mean to everybody, courtesy of the Metal Scorpion. And our fourth check here is an herb.
One chase left to go. Hopefully he can get down, see what it is.
Running rather low on resources here, just either 2 castings of sleep or 1 heal and 1 sleep. And that is a fair point in chat. Ragai does have a fairly noted experience lead, does get all the way to the bottom, and it's an empty chest, so we believe that's another herb.
Alright, Apex has found the mountain cave.
So Apex is going to check the mountain cave here. We know there's a key in there, but before he even gets that far, the Axe Knight sends Apex back at the cost of half of his gold. Ragai taking the long trek out of the cave because, well, he doesn't have the outside spell. That comes at level 12. But is able to one-shot those wyverns for 64 experience apiece. And I'm not sure if Ragai is grinding, or... He's not looking
Maybe
to take
a death warp?
Maybe he's looking to take the death warp.
It's a long way to go for some good equipment, because we still haven't seen Caitlin. So that would be down in the southwest of the map, we assume. Southern half of the map, anyway.
And here comes level 11. The MP's starting to finally correct itself a little bit.
Do have some good mid-level enemies here, so yeah, possibly a grind. Why not while you're here? Ooh, Starworm is not good though. So we haven't seen Garenham, we haven't seen Caitlin, we haven't seen Breckenary, not that it's any use. Really need to start trekking down towards Vanilla Mountain Cave and see what's down that way. And Hangry finally hits coal.
Not grabbing the token out of Aaron Cole. And gets Fire Breath by the Wizard. That'll be fun to find in Sharlock.
I think the only thing we haven't seen on the way over there is a red dragon.
All right, NYC guy looks like taking a note of where the staff trading cave is. Rye guy gonna try to full clear mountain cave. Oh, and the Demon Knight has DL2 breath too.
Oh boy!
And it looks like we're having issues with NYC guy's stream.
I think this might be the highest death count we've had all week. Granted, I've missed some of the races, but this is a lot.
Okay, Apex, it looks like, is navigating the mountain cave in the dark and runs into a bump and confirms that it's the mountain cave and picks up his silver harp.
Nothing else of use in here, but he doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, the money is kind of an interesting thing as there aren't really a lot of shop accessible towns nearby. I mean, you have to go all the way over to Garanham's location to find coal, which has some mid level weaponry and armory. But apart from that in Hawksness, we haven't really seen any of the other towns.
I'll be completely honest, when I did my race, I don't remember what town sold what. All I know was Flame Sword and Silver Shield were in Cantlin.
So Raga gonna see Hawksness here and opts to nope out. And opts back in, figuring, all right, he's going to give the glass cannon option a go here. At least see what is blocking the path.
Hey, you could get something with Stop Spell. Oh no.
Oh, it's a blue dragon. Can he outturn it? Yes, he can.
Wow.
And he gets a big 190 experience as well as the Stones of Sunlight.
One more key item out of the way. And in fact, only needs a token from Cole, and they've already seen the Staff Cave that's in Vanilla Tablet. So he can have all his key items except for the drop really quickly.
Now, if I'm keeping track of things correctly here, that means by default the Rainbow Drop Cave, or what's affectionately known as the Jerk Cave, is going to be in the back of Garanham. As of the 15 locations,
We haven't seen Tablet Cave either, I don't believe.
oh, you know what? I was confusing my swamp. Okay, so Swamp South is going to be one of them, and the back of Garanham is going to be the other. That's where I had things written and crossed out and things of that nature, so I wasn't quite certain as that. That's why I said if I'm tracking things right. A big if. But otherwise, the three remaining towns are at Rimmildar, Hawksness, and Cantlin's locations.
There is a town at Swamp South. I don't think we've seen Rimmildar yet. I could be wrong. But I don't think anyone's gone down as far as Mountain Cave Or Hoxness or Cantlin.
I thought I had staff written on here twice. Okay. All this DL2 breath is getting in my head, apparently.
Oh yeah, don't I know it? Very, very confusing. Every enemy has it, seems. If not that, then hurt more.
An NYC guy falling just short of finding the Rimmildar location. So I stand corrected. There are 6 of the 15 locations that have yet to be identified. And we know Swamp South is a town of some sort.
Apex headed that way now. Hopefully we'll get a look at what's up there.
NYC guy is going to try to get that last chest in the mountain cave. Rye guy, meanwhile, heading in the direction of the Vanilla Mountain Cave. And
We have a town.
We know it's not Hawksness, it is Rimmildar.
Get some half decent armor here, maybe a broadsword, I believe.
Yep, they sell up to I believe, a broadsword as well as a hand axe, and I know they have the magic. Oh yeah, they don't have any shields for sale, but they have armor up to the magic armor.
Right, and there's another town in Vanilla Rimmildar, and yay.
Oh, it is Breckenary, and there was much rejoicing.
Yay.
They're not even going to stop at the inn. Picks up a small shield, though.
Going for the last town he knows is up here. So this would have to be Cantlin or Garenham?
Got to either be Garenham or Cantlin. It is Cantlin. Oh, goodness. So that means... Oh, well, I was going to say, that either means that Hawksness is Garenham or... Well, there we go. We have Garenham.
So if they're lucky...
Elimination my way through as to what's left. So that means that Cantlin is either the Tablet Cave or it is the Rainbow Drop Cave.
If they're lucky, the Rainbow Drop Cave is here behind Garenham. They won't have to go down that way. Unless, you know, the armor ends up down there.
Well, we will certainly find out in a matter of moments. And it's the Tablet Cave. Oh, wow.
Gotta make that long trek.
So that confirms that our runners are going to have to go all the way to the Vanilla Cantlin location to trade in for the Rainbow Drop. And I guess Rye Guy, knowing that he has what he needs, is just going to nope on out of there. and try to make that long trek here at level 13.
He's got all the items, just as well to do it now and then go back and find a place to grind.
And in the midst of things, I apparently missed that we have no coordinates in Cantlin.
Nope, that must go and fight.
Well, Ragai taking his chances here with this armored knight that seems to be casting sleep a bit here. And does take it out for 172. So NYC guy now on the southern continent. Will he be able to get over to Garenham? First he's going to stop in Breckledar.
Oh, that's what I'm saying this.
Oh, Metal Slime! You no good weasel.
What did I miss? What did they have?
DL2 breath.
Oh no.
They're hard to run away from, and they have that DL. Yeah, extremely rude. So Ragai the first to get the rainbow drop here. He has the spell of return. He's going to dip on back, and now it's just a matter of grinding, and he's looking at the stats here. He's got all the best equipment apart from potentially a silver shield, but that requires a long distance and some other things here. Does get level 14, no more power gain for the moment.
Should head straight for the spike tile now and see what's there.
Yeah, obviously with the HP still not quite there, as they theoretically and ideally want to have a minimum of 97 hit points to be able to withstand 2 DL2 breaths, but at their max amount. But with 68 defense, that's still a little light as well.
We've got an Axe Knight, which is not necessarily a bad grind. Of course, normally you'd like to have hurt more, but that's not going to come this seed, most likely.
Well, as part of the... as part of the flag sets, with it being vanilla, you hope to not have to go to level 19 to get hurt more. I mean, they do. At least in Ragai's case, he does have punch more in a sense. As with that Erdrick sword, the current levels, it looks like he's attacking for 23 to 46. So on average, should be able to two-shot them. And does get one last one here, and is going to fall just short of level 15, as 5,000 experience is the target number for that. But I would imagine is just going to head right back into there and lather, rinse, repeat until level 17.
So Apex has done a gold grind, up to 24/7, has enough for Silver Shield and Magic Armor. Hopefully we'll manage to pick that up before he dies.
Well, that is a bit of a long trek. You have to go through the Swamp Cave and then all the way up, all the way up to Swamp North, or all the way up north to Swamp South. Directions are hard.
It's surprising how little you remember of the map when you go into this. Like, I've only played vanilla a few times, but I know the map by now, and playing it, I was like, I don't remember which way I have to go.
Well, that part I have down. It's just a matter of explaining the vanilla location versus what is shuffled there, because the map is vanilla. Yeah, because they're heading to the Swamp North vanilla location, which is actually Swamp South. and then they have to go out of the northern end of the swamp cave to where the Vanilla Rainbow Drop Cave is, and then go all the way up north to the Vanilla Swamp South location to where Cantlin is.
So go into Vanilla Swamp to go to the Vanilla Swamp.
How to explain it?
Go through swamp to get the swamp, I think.
Yeah, go through swamp to get to swamp, and then get told, "Welcome to the swamp."
Sponsored by Kia.
I just realized that you're probably the only one who gets that joke.
Unfortunately. Well, Apex has made it and should have no problem getting his gear.
Alright, so Apex has made it, and Ryguy is at level 16.
Oop, Apex almost sold his Erdrick sword. Caught himself.
I was like, yeah, I've grinded up enough for the flames, so wait.
Oh, metals have sleep as well. The full wombo.
Oh, sweet mercy. Although not an issue for Ryguy at the moment. If he happened to run into those metal slimes, he's doing 2 to 4 hit points of damage. So more often than not, he'll be able to one-shot it.
And only taking 48 max from the DL2 breath.
Yeah, there is that as well. And chat indeed noting, yes, these are heavy metal slimes. They have their AC and their DC, this particular seed. Yeah, Ryguy did get a pretty significant early experience lead, and between that and a rather optimal exploration, he has moved along at a very nice pace here. He does have level 17 now. Not much in the gaining there.
Turns out our armored knights have sleep and baby breath, which is going to be fun in the final dive.
I think with the agility being fairly low and the hit points being low, Ryguy is going to opt to go for level 18 at least. As he knows he's not going to have the resources to be able to fight his way down, as he takes the death here at 17. So 9,500 is the target number for level 18. Now, experience-wise, you can see, yeah, there's a rather large disparity, but NYC Guy does have second, at least in terms of experience, at almost 4,000, which is half of Ryguy's total, or even less than half.
Right, Ryguy was the first to find Erdrick sword, so had a pretty significant attack advantage.
And then was also the first and presently only to find Erdrick's armor, which is in Garenham, and Garenham is in the Vanilla Hawksnest location.
I think so far the only one to have made it down in that direction at all.
Well, we have Apex trading in for the Staff of Rain. And NYC Guy finds Breckenary at the Rimmildar location, and opts to cast Return without having gone up to Cantlin. Unless he saw that already.
Apex did have Caitlyn already, yes.
Oh, he did? Okay, he did find Caitlyn. Or, well, I meant NYC guy.
Oh, in that case, I have no idea. Sorry.
And I did not see the stats for level 18, but they obviously were less than ideal, as Ryguy is going to 19.
Still only 91 HP and 73 defense.
And that agility at 67 isn't great either. Yeah, this is less than ideal. So off we go now to level 19. 11,000 is going to be the target number. So 3 more Axe Knights will do it. 2 will be just shy.
Seems we've had Hangry take over an experience lead compared to Apex. Gone to level 12 and Apex still at 11.
Yeah, it looks like about a 600 experience difference between the two. And Ryguy now at 19, and, well, he casts Hurt more accidentally, and he doesn't feel comfortable with the 93 HP max.
Very odd in these flakes to see a level 20.
So more MP, and the agility is kind of there. But he is going to go, now it is 2,000 experience each way, so he's going to go to 13,000 to get to level 20. Yeah, I mean, making it down with all your MP and that low defense and having trouble getting run, yeah, the agility, it's one of those you could, but just because you can doesn't mean you should scenarios.
Yep, your attack is there, your MP is there, you've got a pretty good chance at beating the Dragon Lord, but you might have to heal more than once, so you really want a bit more HP yet.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the number of heal mores, getting into the battle, you have 11 attacks, and we had 120 some odd MP.
15 max heal mores?
Yeah, 15 heal mores. 127, yeah, it's just shy of 16. Ooh.
Based on everything we're seeing from the Armored Knights here.
And one more decent enemy of 86 or more experience, and that'll get him level 20. Now just needs 34 after running into that Wolf Lord. The slime won't do it, but every little bit helps. I don't think he's going to slime grind his way. Well, here's a medal, and there's the one shot I was telling you about.
Always fun to see.
1, 11, 16, and 7. That gets you over that target 97 number. I think Ryguy's going to give 20 a go.
Silver Shield will put him over the defense he needs, but he's not going to grind for that.
Now, he is picking up some fairy waters along the way. While he's only going to be repelling one enemy, the wizard in Charlotte Castle, given that we've seen that that wizard has DL2 breath, that is not a terrible play. And yeah, with 134 MP, you're looking at 2 heals and 16 heal mores, and you're doing 11 on average rolls. Yeah, there's potentially, 5, 6 heal mores to spare?
Yeah, shouldn't have a problem at all now.
And correct, Math. Well, Math Girl living up to her name. Yes, 10 to 21 damage on the second form of the Dragon Lord. Shout outs to our restreamer Math Girl 718, and also to Cyberdark, who's doing double duty as co-commentating and co-tracking.
Neither of them well.
Kai filling up the rest of those duties. Ragai has a torch and is not afraid to use it.
Something I always forget to buy for Sherlock.
And that agility now up to 86, that's going to give him a fairly decent advantage running for most of the enemies. May still run into some issues with the Armored Knights and the Red Dragons. But now onto the third basement here. Speak of Red Dragons, oh gosh, they have sleep.
Oh no.
Able to get a stop spell on. Looks like they're 75% sleep. So, Ragai, if he runs into one of those, I don't know if he's found out about them yet, but may have to throw a stop spell out there.
If you can get it to hit, they're an easy kill.
Although I don't think we're going to see Ragai going for 15,000 and level 21. Not going to bother with the treasury. Yeah, I guess when you already have 143 attack power, what's another 2 from a fighter's ring?
And not likely you're going to need the Fairy Flute either. Red Dragons with sleep and hurt. And it looks like a high percentage of hurt as well.
So, of course, right after you say that, they attack.
Of course.
The game knows.
Oh, it is very self-aware.
A couple of shots on the Blue Dragon. We got the 180, and Ragai darts his way forward to the Dragon Lord. Finds the offer to split the world, and here we go. Ragai not bothering to heal up. He's just going to go right on in. Gets back attacked. Is going to have to use the heal more off the start, but still has plenty here. We got 19. DL2 has anywhere from 150 to 165. Now up to 33. Now 52. 67. 86. Now 106. 121. 137. 152, and that does it.
So we've got a Dragon Lord kill, and
that is it here.
One Dragon Lord kill, and everyone else is still 5 levels back at minimum.
GG's for Ragai, who's going to take first place and 5 points with a respectable 13 for the Swiss League rounds here. Official SRL time is 48 minutes and 57 seconds.
We have Apex rediving the grave. Maybe he never made it down all the way.
I don't know if that was the case. Rye Guy wants to come in for a post-race interview.
Yep, should be here in a couple minutes.
Meanwhile, Apex catching up a little bit in terms of the experience. Level 15 for NYC Guy, 14 for Apex, and 13 for the Hangry Canuck.
Apex and Hangry have been switching experience leads for a little while. Seems like Apex is taking the lead again. Hangry, though, actually working his way south towards Vanilla Cantlin, which is the way you need to go. Speaking of heading that way, NYC is headed that way as well. Should be there shortly to get his rainbow drop.
Yeah, the last little bit, yeah. Apex looking for that repel that's non-existent, at least not quite yet. You got another 610 experience to go to get that level 15 in repel.
Oh, NYC doesn't have the stones. Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Looking back now to see what he's got written down, I bet, and see where he missed him.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, never picked up the stones of sunlight. Oh, that's right. It's guarded in Hawk's Nest, which Apex is just picking up now. So all the way over to Breckenary. Well, Brecken Hawk's Nest. I don't know. Pick up the stones and got to make that trek all the way around to Cantlin Jerk again. Hawkenary, maybe? I don't know.
Wouldn't be so bad if it changed every seed.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I'm glad this is the last one of these.
Well, technically we do have one more. We're hoping to get a vodcast off tomorrow night, but this is the last one to actually race, yeah.
Well, the last of the week 5 flag sets, I should say. Tomorrow there is a race. I mean, is it going to be under the week 5 flag? I thought it was under the week 3 tiebreaker.
No, hopefully, if all goes well, we're going to get a vodcast of the one race that hasn't been shown yet from week 5, and then do our tiebreaker race. Also, hello, Rye Guy. GG.
Hello, thank you. That went so perfectly, I didn't even have to see Breckenary. What more could you ask for?
Well, if you're curious, it was at the Vanilla Rimmaldar location.
Yeah, I went up. I saw that town from across the way, which ended up being Cantlin. I knew Cantlin and Breckenary over there. I'm like, well, I'm going to this town. I wonder which one it is. And I was like, oh, sweet, it's not Breckenary. Both had fairy waters. I guess I didn't really need them, but they both had fairy waters, so I didn't really care which it was. But it was funny that wasn't Breckenary.
Yeah, no, that you had efficiency pretty well across the board, an early experience lead, and taking that with the exploration, it was just kind of everything was coming up Millhouse for you.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I don't know. diving the grave that early seemed bad, but there was some actually good experience in there, and I got tired of running to Armored Knights. Then once I found out Armored Knights could be stop spelled, that got really fun, actually.
Yeah, you got an early lead too, where you got the sword. It was you were able to just go ahead and kill things, and everyone else was a little bit longer finding it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. That one key turned out to be perfect out of Mountain. I died before I could finish the rest of Mountain, but I was like, well, let's save and let's go see what the treasury had. And not only did it have a replacement key, it had the sword as well. And then it was just like, hold A and get experience.
Yeah, hold A to level up, basically.
That was the other thing that I was getting a little frightened of too. Was like, okay, we'll go to we're going to 17, and I don't think 17's enough. We'll pick up 19, 20.
It started to feel like an auction in a sense. All right, do I hear 17? 17, do I hear 18? 18, 18, 5, 19? No, yeah, it was just going in that direction.
Yeah, I kind of feel like with the I'm actually interested to see when everyone dives here. I'm guessing they're all going to have to wait until 20, but I'm kind of interested to see if anyone goes for it early, because I just felt like the low HP plus the low defense was just not a recipe for success. But we had so much MP and so much attack power. I was just thinking like, man, if someone can make this work on low HP, little me sitting here going to 20 might look really bad.
I think we've got all three racers currently heading for the Rainbow Drop at the same time.
P.S. I can't tell you how happy I was that the Cantland spot was actually the Rainbow Drop. That was beautiful. I mean, since I had all the things, it was beautiful.
Yeah, we were trying to track what was left, and we said, well, it's either Tablet or Jerk, and then you found Tablet close by. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, by that point, there's no choice. I'm so close. Like, I already made it to Hawks' location. I'm like, well, I have to go check what's at Cantland. Like, I hope it's useful. And it's like, oh, it's useful, all right.
So it seems Hangry is still missing something, which, if I'm tracking properly, it's the stones. And NYC guy looks like he may be going for the final dive, get 17 on the way. And Apex is actually grinding the X-Knight just like you did.
I was so glad also that this was speed hacks, and the argument of like, well, the next one's speed hacks and fast experience. The argument of like, oh, the next level's not that far away, just stay here and get it. Because, man, I was ready to gamble 17, I was ready to gamble 18, I was ready to gamble 19, and those all, I think, would have been losing gambles. So I'm really glad that Axe Knight was there giving out levels for free almost, so tempted me to not gamble. Whew, I thought NYC was going to go into Breckenary for a second. Whew, that was close.
Yeah, it's a lot of the races I've watched this week.
He's trying to do a metal slime grind here, it looks like.
All right. Yeah, a lot of the races I've watched this week, they've had people diving at 16 and picking up 17 on the way, but they've all been pretty stat worthy at 16 anyway. This one, you really can't do that.
Yeah, plus that Axe Knight, like I said, was just handing out levels for free, and I mean, I was tempted to gamble, but I was like, oh, we still need like 6 or 7 HP to be happy, and how long will it take you to stay here and be sure? And then, you know, what was it? 1, 1, 2 or something like that on those 17 through 19 levels, something like that. Took until, yeah, so.
That's also an interesting note. The Red Dragons are also in that zone right there outside of Breckenary, and they have 75% sleep and 75% hurt. And a 2 out of 16 stop spell resistance. But a golem ends up sending NYC guy back. So all the 255 enemies are in that same zone. Oh, Hangry falls short to the blue dragon.
That was kind of funny. The last enemy I killed to get 20 was that metal slime outside of Cantlin, and I actually didn't want to see that. I was like, oh, they were around? Because I was thinking as I was doing my Axonite grind, like, I have enough to grind metal slimes, but I really haven't seen any. And then I was like, oh, they were up here. Huh. Hope no one else found them.
Well, it was also
yes.
pretty good because they had the DL2 breath.
And sleep.
And sleep. So they had the Wombo combo. So you probably would have wanted to avoid them if you could.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too worried. I was thinking, like, that Axonite was a pretty quick grind anyway. Like, 2 Axonite doesn't take very long. But, yeah, I did see that metal slime. I was like, ooh, you are not what I wanted to see out here, but... The speed hacks Axonite is a tough grind to pass up, though.
Definitely so. I mean, the metal slimes are great. Even the red dragons are pretty good, but you don't have that every encounter, right? Or every step encounter.
And you can see there's also the red slimes running away. You're running into those regular slimes. The Wolf Lords are there, which, they get 52 experience for a one-shot, but they're still not great. There's Armored Knights in there. They have sleep. Yeah, something where you can do this pretty much the same thing over and over again and not break from a routine. That's usually good with this fast text.
I think the best part of the Axonite grind was that when I mismenued, after I got Hurtmore and I mismenued Hurtmore's, that still would work, so...
Yeah, a week you're not supposed to.
Job done.
And this is a week you're not expecting to see Hurtmore at all.
Right, I feel like there's a couple times that grind, it's like, I need to heal now, whoops, oh, yeah, I killed it with Hurtmore, okay, cool, it works.
Interestingly enough, Hangry might be able to go a level early because he's on an HPMP build. No, sorry, HP would be the same, it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah, everybody favored HP, but less strength and a high strength seed, not as problematic, but then again, it was also in high MP seed, so it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
I was about to ask, I think I just saw on Apex's side, he does have a large shield. I was about to ask how he got a silver shield. I would have been impressed if someone got a silver shield, but I didn't see a way to.
Apex does have a silver.
Silver? How'd he get it?
Did the grind in, well, I guess, Grave, and managed to make his way to Cantlin.
Ow.
It wasn't easy, but he did it.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially once I saw Cantlin wasn't on the coal spot, I just wrote that off. I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it to the second continent, or if it's down at Cantlin, I'm not going to make it there either. Like, dang. Maybe he can go early then on low HP if he has that silver shield.
Looks like he's going to try it at 18.
Yeah, I think 18 is much less scary when you can't get hit for... I think I was still going to get hit for like 52 at a max, so... He can only get hit for what, like 49, so he's a little safer.
Still only has 81 defense. You had 83 when you finished. Can't get off the first floor anyway.
I see chat's asking about the play-in that'll be going tomorrow, so we'll talk a little bit about that as our runners are making their way along here as Apex taking a death. So at the moment there are 13 qualifiers with 16 points or higher, and then there are 5 individuals who have 15 points, and there are only 3 spots. So the way that is going to work is there's going to be a 5-person play-in that will be tomorrow night, and the top 3 finishers of that will advance to the bracket of stage of 16. And the 4th and 5th place finishers will be eliminated. And I should know this, but the individuals would be my co-commentator and I here, CyberDark86, also Game Boy F9, Guelph 35, and Archfield Monk.
Correct. And yes, in Troy, the play-in race is in tiebreaker flags. Could be as low as 5 minutes.
So it is the same flag set that we saw in week 3. Except it's only one, not a pair of races and the combination of points.
Yep, so we'll be back to random maps. You still have to find everything you need. Most likely a Cursed Princess finish, but you never know.
Well, the bright side is you don't have to find the staff and the stones and the token and all that. Sherlock will be open, if I recall correctly.
Open and short.
Yep, it's open and short. And yes, there is the Cursed Princess or Three's Company options as well.
So the hardest part should be finding Swamp, finding Sherlock, and... Well, you might not even need to find Sherlock if you can find the Cursed Belts early, but rescuing the princess. Looks like we have NYC going at level 19 and Apex on his way as well.
So onto the diamond here is NYC.
NYC at a much lower defense of 75 will really have to watch out for Dragonlord's attacks.
Especially with the HP not quite being at that ideal number, just being at 93.
So at 75, we're still taking what, 52, 53 damage from an attack, possibly?
I think 75 is 51, which is what scared me. So I'm really interested to see how NYC manages. He's got a lot of extra MP though, so
Yeah, there may be some double heal mores.
It's got 14 in the waiting. Should be enough.
So declines the offer, gets called a fool, and here we go. I'm gonna have to use one here, I think. Yep. Alright, goes in with a full 93. So let's see. 15. And has to use one right away. 33. 48. Gambling on it. Oh, it's away with it. 59. Has to heal more here. $76 now. Not going to gamble a third time on 47. Up to 94. 113. 134. And does it.
A lot of gambles in that fight.
Wow, yeah, that was scary, but that was nice.
Ooh, that was a lot of tightrope walks there. Get out your GGs as NYC guy, going to take second place. Official SRL time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 20 seconds. And that will give him 11 points for the opening rounds here. All right, Apex now is on the third basement, as we are joined by NYC guy here in chat. GG, this was certainly interesting.
Yeah, you're telling me. It's like everywhere I went, I was like, let me just try to change spots, and maybe they won't have DL2 breath. Nope, everybody has DL2 breath, apparently. And if you can't get to Garanham, you're dead. Fun times.
And yet it wasn't that long of a seed.
Yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, the two most, fearsome, woeful enemies, they were babies, it was everything else but them. I don't know how Ryguy did it. I'm guessing he had, miracle hero walks to Garanham, or did he do early grinds? What did he do?
I sat in the grave and grinded for a while. I didn't go to Garanham until level, I don't know, 12-ish or so.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I found a little grind spot, in the little desert southeast of Vanilla Tantagle, and then my ultimate grind spot. Yep. And
Yeah, I think I wandered into the grave relatively early on and found, the sword, but found Druid Lords and Wyverns and just smashed them aside.
Gotcha. Yeah, they were in that desert that I was just talking about, southeast of Vanilla Tantagle. And then, obviously, my final grind was outside of Rimildar, which was pretty amazing with reds and metals there. But it looks like Hangry's doing the same thing, so that's good. That's a good spot. Oh, wow, they're going high. Holy moly, 18 and 20.
I went to 20.
Wow, so I was kind of ballsy there, just going at 17. I was like, I don't want to grind anymore. So...
Well, the final grind spot being the Swamp Cave for Ryguy. The Axe Knights in there were his choice, and he was just, by that point, two-shotting them and just getting 130 at a clip and not having to deal with the RNG of the other enemies that are in this area, the Wolf Lords and Slimes and what else do we see? Armored Knights and Warlocks that were in there as well. So he had kind of a consistent game plan of, slash heal, slash heal, and the levels just skyrocketed.
No, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, with everything possibly having DL2, especially metal slimes, I mean, that sent me home. I was literally right outside, and I was sent home. So I had to exact my revenge afterwards to grind.
Yeah, I only went to the second continent one time, and I saw a metal slime right before I was about to go. So I never even thought about a metal slime grind because I never saw them.
Now, every time I tried to go, towards Vanilla Hawksness, I would die. All right, so let me go through Swamp and try to go to Vanilla Rimmeldar. Oh, then I would die. So I just keep flip-flopping. It was the worst.
It's kind of what happened to me at the beginning. I tried to go to Tantegel the swamp way and got killed by an armored knight. I tried to walk north and around to Vanilla Tantegel, got murdered by an armored knight. Tried to go through swamp, and I don't know, something killed me there too. So that's kind of what pushed me to grind in the grave for a while.
I mean, it was brutal. I mean, it was fun. I mean, for a Math Girl seed, I expected it to be much worse. I was worried that my, agility wasn't going to climb any further. But I was like, at this point, you know what? I'm done grinding. I saw that you finished early, so I was like, clearly you've died far fewer times than I did. And looks like I'll let you guys talk. Apex.
Yep, Apex just finished up a very, very fast Dragon Lord fight. Official SRL time of 1:16:05.
Oh, and Hangry's frozen, so let's see what's going on.
Still impressed that Apex got that silver shield. I thought there was no reasonable way to get that, but he had it. That made his fight way easier than mine.
Yeah, I mean, that 10 defense is crazy, but I don't know. I had like a hero walk on my last level, though. I literally didn't get a single encounter until the spike tile. And that never happens to me.
No, I saved my hero walk for I had 100 experience to get, and I was walking up toward Cantlin, and I was like, yep, any day now I'm going to find something worth 100 experience. Yep, anything out there, anything.
And then I totally forgot, even though I can see, Cantlin being in that swamp there just north of here, but I totally forgot to go there. But I guess I'm glad I didn't, because then if there were chords, I would have been distracted or whatever, but I don't think there... Was the flute ever found by anyone, or no?
No.
Okay, so I'm guessing that was probably in the treasury.
I can tell you that much.
What was that?
There were no coordinates.
Yeah, I can see that here. So, I mean, that's good then. I mean, granted, it wasn't that far going from Vanilla Rimmeldar to, Swamp South, but hey.
GG Apex. Welcome in.
GG, everybody. That was a fun one.
Yep, on GG.
NYC, one thing I had to ask you, you were taking a lot of gambles on that DL2 fight. Because you actually didn't have a really good defense, and could have been hit for up to 51, I believe.
Oh, I was well aware, but I was like, I have a ton of MP, and, if the DL2 wants to body me, do it. But it was like every other, then I would heal more, because I had to gamble, I mean, being at, 93 is a big gamble, but it paid off. I mean, we had such high AP, and I had a ton of magic points. I was like, I have to do this, and that's actually what I was metagaming, thinking that Rai did, but I didn't realize he had grinded so much faster than I did. I mean, he took far fewer deaths, so I'm sure that contributed to that. But yeah,
That was some of it, and he found a nice spot in the grave that had some of those mid-tier enemies, the Wyverns, the Druid Lords, and that just allowed him to get a rather noted experience lead on anybody here, or on everybody. And it looks like the Hangry Canuck has forfeited here, as we see.
yeah, didn't have a fun time, it sounds like. Yeah, I like I said, I mean, actually that same enemy, grouping was in that desert area southeast of Tantegel. I was just lazy. I was done grind. I hate grinding, and obviously that's why I'm bad at this game, because I don't like to grind. I tried to just do the bare minimum. Once I hit that 40 agility, then I was like, oh, let me explore. But obviously that was to my detriment. I probably could have used more.
Yeah, the agility definitely took its time creeping up, as did the HP. Level 20 did have a 16 HP boost, so that gave a much more comfortable 106 as opposed to 93.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But yeah, in hindsight, it was probably a bad idea. But I mean, this is a league race. This is my last race with the league because we are so far eliminated. It's not funny. I think 20 people would have to be sick or win the lottery to quit before we would even qualify. So it was definitely fun. I had a great time. Definitely enjoy watching everyone's races. I'm sure I'll be helping with some of them as I can. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. The flag set was great. I mean, I think doing the Tourney of Hope was a good practice run, and now actually doing it for 5 weeks, I thought this was pretty fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed the summer tournament.
Yeah, there have definitely been some fun moments, some exciting moments, some wild moments, and a little of everything in between.
Wait, there are more weeks after this one? Huh, who knew? Who knew?
Yeah, basically everyone talking to you right now gets to keep going, right? And then there's that one angel guy, and then, you know.
Necessarily, that a lot of that's going to depend on tomorrow night, as there is the play-in. So we're kind of those on the bubble teams, to use the popular college basketball term.
I'm sure you'll do fine, or whoever's going to do it. Play in will be great. So
yeah, pretty much there are 3 remaining spots left, and there are 5 people tied with 15 points. And they will all face off tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. It'll be Archfield Monk, Game Boy F9, Guelph 35, Cyberdark, and myself. And the top 3 advance to the playoffs. We can talk about playoffs. And the other 2, myself probably being one of them, will be set aside. But yes, there are 3 more weeks of the playoffs. Next week, starting technically tomorrow, will be permanent repel with no random monster zones. So that'll be intriguing. And then the semifinals will be random percent, the true chaos. And the grand final will have 2 races, one of which will be almost chaos, and the other will be big swamp.
Kind of dreading that random percent, one of the races is going to end up just being a vanilla run.
well, not that I would say I would enjoy Schadenfreude, you know, in public, but I hope you guys do not have the Erdrick's armor in your throne room tomorrow. Or whenever that first week is, once you guys qualify. The Perm Repel, because that'll be fun for you.
Well, we do still have our reseed capabilities, so if everyone agrees and the armor ends up there, we could definitely reseed.
Come on.
Or just wait until 5:01 to open any treasure chests at all. Just sit in the throne room and wait.
Well, that's week 8. That's the finals, actually.
Oh, is that the finals? Oh.
Erdrick's armor.
The finals with Big Swamp, it notes here 5, well, it has hours crossed off, but then minutes. Of Erdrick's armor in the first 5 minutes of the seed would equal a reseed.
And if we see you sitting around, we're definitely going to call you on it.
Well, if we're talking about on the bubble and college basketball, does that mean that we make the NIT? Do we get to play in the NIT?
Let's do it. Sign me up.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out, but thank you everybody so far for putting this together. Obviously, I mean, it does take a lot of resources, humans, and everything. So, but I do thank you guys for especially putting up with us just scheduling this yesterday night. So, thank you everybody. It's been fun. I really had a good time, but I'm sure I'll be around. So, but yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks Math Girl. Thank you Cyberdart. Thank you Ferran. Thank you Camion. Yeah.
Yeah, again,
Absolutely.
thank you everyone.
Big thanks to you guys.
Thank you, Math Girl, for not rolling a seed that took 5 hours, and yeah, GG's to you, NYC, Apex, and Hangry as well.
GG's.
I cleared my schedule for tomorrow, but apparently I didn't need to once I found Math Girls rolling it. But I guess I have tomorrow now.
I have no idea how I got kicked out here. I was talking and given a whole to do, and I realized, wait, why is nobody? Oh, that's why. I wasn't in the room. I was talking to nobody.
Did you hear my NIT joke? Because that kind of fell flat. But if you'd laugh at it for me, that'd help me out a lot.
I did not hear your NIT joke, but I have a vague idea of where it's going, and I do chuckle and agree because that's kind of where I feel like I'll be after tomorrow.
Well, I'll keep you company in the NIT if you end up there.
Oh, there we go. And then you can watch me lose in Super Smash TV too. That'll be my other NIT involvement. But enough grandstanding and hot dogging. Make sure to give our 4 runners a follow here. Joyzol, also known as NYC Guy, Apex Corvid, The Hangry Canuck, and Ryguy3745. Make sure to show some love to our folks behind the scenes here. Cami and Renikai, our co-tracker. MathGirl718, our restreamer. And definitely show some love to CyberDark86, who is both co-tracking and co-commentating, doing the whole double duty thing. And if you want to give me a follow, you certainly can as well. I do words well and games not quite so much. I am Ferran Burgundy, and I help do a lot of play-by-play for these various things. Looks like we're going to send a raid on to Kigless. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to Randomania. We'll be back tomorrow night with the play-in race. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern on a network yet to be determined. Make sure to follow the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community to find out where exactly that will be. We'll have that figured out in the course of the next 23 and a half hours. Until next time, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Looks like we're clear.